Hello everyone, my name is George. Today I'll talk to the Austrian Museum. The Austrian Museum was the most influential religion in the Middle East before the birth of Tripoli and the African region of the extant Persian Empire and the region of Central Asia and elsewhere. It is the source of Metropolis, which is China, is called the Persian region. The Austrian Museum was also called the Austrian Museum. In the northern world, the Austrian Museum was introduced into Luoyang, China. The Austrian Museum was the most influential region in West Asia before the birth of Iceland. It was the still region of the Asian Persian Empire and was once called the Austrian Museum. By meaning the teaching of the Austrian Museum gently regained the Orgamism. The fourth history derives the main the Austrian's corner is a West which meaning knowledge or a cause of sculpture now cultivate us the eyes and person's tour. Next, I talk to organ. In the 20th century, Indo-European area, people from the steppes of Central Asia migrated across the Haidun Karsh mountains of what is now Afghan Eastern and Pakistan into the arid plain and the northern Indian subcontinent, creating their own culture and regular belief in many gardens, especially weekend, and the implementation of cumbersome social rites. It was first revealed in the worship of gods in India that Asia Muslim, the god of light or god of goodness, was very important. Next, I talk to the Austrian Museum developer. Early primitive regulation did not have a single character competed, but it gradually developed the main guard. Later modernism and early primitive regulars worship God more. The main contest, the worship of museum there is direct the relationship. Military worship in ancient times is one of the main objects of worship. Firelight, the sun god originates from the worship of meals outside of whole god worship. It is as an infant civilization with modernism. Sport early regulars reformation Urkand was influenced, but it drew the evidence in second. Next, I talk to the Austrian Museum later imaging. There were many perceived and probable attributes to the Austrian in medical Europe, the 19th century, Germany, philosophy and New Zealand. Write this spoke the Zoroaster. The Zoroaster in the person translate of the Oster and the teaching of the Austrian Museum. The Oster is December of also a perfect when the Austrian was 13 years old. He left his hometown and went to the mountains. There he spent 10 years. In his wisdom and studio method of export his talked in the book Zoroaster, but it was only a functional later area finger. It had little to do with the history of the Oster. The author, the prefect of Asia, was the founder of the Austrian Museum. as long as the Austrian medicine or all medicine are regular that his extent for more than 2005 years ago, and still has held today. The Auster was also the author of the greatest, the earliest viral of Elster and the Auster Hello book.